There, everyone. Welcome back to the show. It's Super Saturday, show where we discuss all things super and awesome. And today we're going to dive into something that is both super and awesome: Plants vs. Zombies. Now, as you'll notice, we're back in the Star Wars room, and that is not to say that the summer has broken and things are improved. They are not. It is just so intensely bright and hot in the cabin room that I had to retreat to the slightly less hot Star Wars room to record. So, but anyway, back to Plants vs. Zombies. As anyone who's played this game will tell you, it is soul-suckingly addicting, devouring hours of your life without even the slightest hint. It's consumed so much of your time. So, no, there's only the overwhelming drive for just one more level or just one more challenge to hint at how much of your life has been claimed. But where did this all-consuming time suck come from? Well, for that, we need look no further than Warcraft 3, actually. A designer named George Fan had made a game called Insaniquarium. In this game, you build up an aquarium's population, and you have to protect said population from aliens. Mission accomplished, George and his team started considering a sequel to Insaniquarium, but they wanted a new direction for the game. During this formative time, George was playing a bit of the aforementioned Warcraft 3, doing a lot of tower defense mode. This influenced the design direction, bringing back fond memories of childhood pillow forts and episodes of Swiss Family Robinson. He further switched up the theme from fish and aliens to plants and zombies. This all shifted the design from sequel to a whole new game. Working from sketches, the design team came up with the pea-shooter idea and sunlight as a resource. They also changed from a tower defense design to the 5 lanes that we know so well. And several plant designs were considered, as seen here, and y'all can tell the design process was extremely highbrow, which I feel is another element that made this game so beloved. It has grass roots. It's the very soil of the earth in nature. Okay, I'll stop with the dad jokes. The game spent 3 years in development, and it wasn't originally referred to as Plants vs. Zombies. No, it had another name, Lawn of the Dead. I really, really dig that name. But I agree with Fan and his team in that they were straying way too close to infringement land. And the longer you can keep the lawyers out of property, the better. So Plants vs. Zombies it was. And revealed April 1st, 2009 via a music video for the song Zombies on Your Lawn by Laura Shigehara. Plants vs. Zombies was unleashed just a scant 20 or so days later on April 22nd. Now, this first iteration was merely a demo, 30 seconds of gameplay to whet your appetite. And just like all addiction peddlers, the tactic worked. May 5th of that year brought us a full release, and it was all downhill from there. To date, it was the fastest-selling Popcap game ever and its best-selling game in the following year. The game was praised for its humor, its soundtrack, and its simple, engaging gameplay, all of which I can vouch for personally. The game follows you, a lone survivor, just trying to keep zombies off your lawn throughout a variety of circumstances and conditions. Crazy Dave, no, that's not me, in spite of many insinuations to the contrary. At least I'm pretty sure it's not me. Sells you a variety of plants that can assist you in driving back the zombie horde. There's a campaign mode culminating in a showdown with Dr. Zomboss and many, many little side games that unlock further side games as you beat them. Finally, you unlock a mode called Endless Survival, where you go through wave after wave after wave of ever more intense zombie hordes, just to see how high you can make it. We've made it to 67 here in this house, pretty sure. Pretty sure that's consensus. But most games get lost around the mid-40s. This mode is brilliant, as it has endless replay value and is 100% the source of the addiction, at least for me. Sadly, no king rules forever, as they say. On July 12, 2011, EA bought PopCap Games and all its assets for $750 million. Things were okay for about a year. Then on August 20th, 2012, Popcap, now EA, announced the sequel to be released in late spring 2013. A day later, they canned 50 folks from the Seattle studio Popcap. This was widely seen as the decline of the PvZ world as EA did their usual thing and shifted from quality to profit. But that's a tale as old as time. If you sell your stuff to a corporation, they're going to do what corporations do. So, as I like to say, it is what it is. Now, I did not play any iteration of the game past the first core game, nor do I have any interest in doing so. Further, that's not the purpose of this video either. What this little episode is about is celebrating the absolutely wonderful game that PvZ was and remains, because at the end of the day, we still have that original game. Thanks to the wonder of physical media and some shady dealing with Crazy Dave, we still have that original game on its original disc. We got it installed all over the house, and so long as they make CD readers capable of reading the disc, we will continue to install and play it. And I encourage all of y'all out there to go give it a try too. Get yourself a physical copy, try it out. You won't be disappointed. You will, however, wonder where in heck all your free time went, though, so just be warned about that. It's a gem, it truly is. 5 out of 5 stars from this old house. But that's all I got for you today. A bit of a shorter video, as this phenomenon's draw lies in playing the game, not listening to some old hillbilly ramble on about it. Now, it's a beautiful Saturday out there, though it might hot, so keep yourself hydrated and maybe apply the sunscreen if you're going out. But thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate you. And welcome all the new faces on the channel that have stopped by and subscribed. Love seeing y'all stop by for a spell. Make sure you put in some cartoons, and it's Saturday, and so you got to keep the tradition alive. Feel free to keep the ball rolling, put in a good movie, read a comic, roll some dice, do something fun, make some memories. And as always, have a good one.